Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to ThePodocasts. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know what? I'm not going to preamble this one a whole hell of a lot. This is one of those rare days when effectively everything is pumping, and I love those days. Unfortunately, it's following a pretty much blanket decline. So if you are diversified like I am, when the market dump hits, it hits everything pretty much evenly. So it's not like you had a safe harbor during the dump. I'm a fairly aggressive trader, but I'm getting out of the habit of wash sales because come the new infrastructure bill that is just loaded with crypto rules and regulations, wash sales are going to be a no-no. So I'm getting out of the habit. I'll be honest here, man. I am shaking like a junkie right now, but I am weathering it, and each day gets easier than the last. Thank you, Betty Ford. I got to ask, though, man, how do you folks who do not aggressively protect your money do it? I'm having night sweats right now. I mean, literally losing sleep. Hi, my name is Scott. Hi, Scott. Have you guys never been to group? You say, hi, Scott. I am a recovering wash seller, and it's been 3 days since my last one. Thank you. Thank you. Your strength gives me strength, and I can beat it, man. I can do it. So it's a good day. I'm not going to say, to the moon, when Lambo, when market's going and it won't stop, because it will. But I find it interesting to see what's going where, and thought it might be fun to get into some of that today. Also, I am more convinced now than ever that Ethereum dominance is not going to stop outpacing Bitcoin, and I think that is great for the market, and particularly new traders and folks new to crypto. Going to get into that. And finally, AMP still isn't doing anything, but I continue to see the calls, even on our very own podcast Discord, for new listings for AMP. If we only had more listings, it would gain the same market volatility as other coins, and wouldn't that be great? That is true, probably, but I don't want it volatile. We're going to get into that as well. All of this and a dad joke. Please stand by. Going to introduce a new segment at the start of these videos. You are more than welcome to comment on them if you like them. Dad jokes. I'm a huge fan. All right, this has nothing whatsoever to do with crypto, but as my audience has pretty much stopped growing, and the folks that watch do so every day, it sort of gives me license to entertain, and I shall. Did you hear about the CEO for Pepsi? Did you hear about him? He got busted for Coke. Yeah, he did. You know what? If you're not laughing, you guys disappoint me. That is funny right there. I don't care who you are. Dad jokes are funny. So the big movers today: wrap centrifuge and rare governance, lending, yields, so forth. This space is getting bigger and bigger, and it seems like every other day there is a new yield, harvest, lending token that is going to change the world forever. I don't particularly care for these. The entire premise, in my opinion, op-ed channel, I'm allowed to have one, they bring a lot of legacy banking theories to practice in the DeFi, and I'm in the DeFi to get away from these things. Lending, borrowing, yield. I don't want them here. If you cannot afford to play, don't play. Many a trader has jumped out of a window for similar practices in the legacy world, and I prefer a level playing field here. You should only invest what you can afford to lose, ever. If you lose it all, it wasn't the end of your world and life goes on. You should not have to leverage assets in an effort to buy different assets. Over the long run, it makes a mess and it forms real bad habits. If you need more capital to buy, go earn it. Don't borrow it. The crypto market is insanely volatile. Borrowing any money at all to throw it into crypto is a fool's errand that is going to end badly. That's my 2 cents, but you do you. So I would list the double-digit gainers, but that would take the entire rest of the show today. Let's just say it's a lot of them. High singles, double-digit gainers. If you're in the market today, you have more money than you had this morning. Enjoy the write-up. And remember that this, as well, shall pass. Be smart. All right? Up or down, be smart. Which pivots me nicely to Ethereum, which I consider smart. Now, I don't particularly like Ethereum. It is dated tech that was built to handle a small problem that has turned into a big problem. As the DeFi continues to grow, Ethereum gets more and more strangled. Several companies are working on alternatives. Solana, Cardano. More mainnets are coming online. But at the same time this is happening, legacy coins and tokens haven't made a shift. They are still on Ethereum. Although I hate to see the gas fees, it is crushing the market right now and leading to some of this volatility as smaller trades aren't happening. It's not worth the gas. I still love the lesson that is being taught here to folks unfamiliar with the DeFi. It's a simple lesson. Use case tokens will, over time, outpace coins by a large margin. Math is definitely on their side. Coins get their value from speculation, period. Tokens get their value from speculation and use. It's a twofer. It is for this very basic mathematical reason that Ethereum continues to outpace Bitcoin, and over a long enough time frame, Ethereum will be the gold standard, not just by usage, but by direct value as well. Over a very long time frame, it will be the store of wealth folks think Bitcoin is. If I had to pick just one right now, I land on Ethereum every time. And if you don't have some in your long-term wallet, I'm a huge fan of you doing that. It is always good to keep some blue chips in the long-term wallet. You can count on them, and Ethereum is a good one. And finally, because I just can't get away from AMP, it remains flat. The market is surging. AMP is not. The market can double right now, and AMP won't. There just is not a lot of interest in an esoteric token that even in an esoteric world, folks don't understand. You know what? I'm going to call it esoteric squared, even though I think its use is crystal clear and has massive potential upside. But I struggle to convince even the folks who help me with the show that AMP is a diamond in a very rough and crowded space, and it's more crowded every day. So I don't expect to be able to convince anyone else. There is just no interest in this token at this time. The daily volume screams louder than any point I can try and make. For a fully diluted value of just under $5 billion, $10 million 24-hour volume is not just meager, it is pitiful. So you combine a lack of interest with, let's be honest here, there's a lot of speculation about price manipulation. And what you have is a recipe for very dark days. Now, for the long-term ampers, I'm one of them. We don't care. We don't. We know how this works out. For the new folks or those who got in at the all-time high, I have no words to calm your nerves. Crypto is a fast market, and when you see everything moving, everything but your token, I understand the resentment. So just a quick one today, folks. I think it's short. I didn't time it. We have a live stream this evening, and it's nice that it happens on an up day. Folks are in a better mood, and the chat is lively. We will be discussing AMP, of course, but we're going to be all over the board with foundational tokens. And as always, we will take each and every question we have time to get to. Hope you can join us. Live stream tonight at 1900 Central. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.